going on, everyone? Jesus, everyone. I couldn't even figure out if I want to say everybody or everyone. Jesus Christ. Off to a great start. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another week of Half Circle Back. Got my co-host, Tim. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Greg?
I'm already not feeling the vibe right now.
I'm sorry. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I was just trying to I was trying to roll into it, but I see you didn't pick up on it, so that's okay.
Oh, I definitely caught on to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know,
I'm good, man. I'm good. What you been up to?
Just been working. You know what I'm saying? Chilling life. Enjoying life. Something slight. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Nothing else.
Actually, I've been like mad busy.
Mm.
My life has been like upside down with like work. But other than that, something slight, nothing too really, nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Play a little Street Fighter here and there. Like
a little.
Yeah, a little. Like, huh?
I think I've seen you on the game once.
That's a little.
That's not even a little.
Like I'm about to boot it up after we get done recording this. So
okay. Hey, all I remember was there was somebody like, "Hey, I'm trying to get back into this, man. I'm about to get back in the tourney circuit." It was doing all this talking, man.
Look! I'm about to go full dick in on Saturday at my local, and we're gonna assess from there. Then I guess
think you've already done enough assessing.
No. This is the real thing now. We're playing offline.
Oh, okay.
We're playing offline.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So if you don't win this at that point, I'm just gonna talk even more shit.
Yeah, you have to, because like now I'm legit trash. So I mean, I've been trash.
You said it, not me.
Like I'm dog shit. You know what I'm saying? I get back in it. Hey, but let me read something. To you right quick.
Okay.
For years, an underground war has raged dominance over the small town of Fraser Park between two clans, the 248 from the north and the 245 from the south. Now, with a skirmish between the two clan leaders imminent, the battle of the FP has only begun.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, man, you should watch this movie called The FP. It's a really good movie. Hey, man, I think we should watch it together tomorrow night.
I don't know about that, man.
Come on, it's a banger. Look, it's a banger. I don't look. I feel like you have to watch this movie with me.
We'll see.
Or we can watch Cruella.
I'm good on that. I've actually already seen. I won't say I have seen it all, but I've seen part of it.
Oh, okay. Is it good? I haven't seen it yet.
I halfway pay attention. My kids are watching it.
I have it just sitting on my Disney Plus. Just haven't watched it yet. So
yeah, it's gotta be decent.
I mean, Emma Stone's in it, so
I'm not really an Emma Stone fan, so.
excuse you, sir. All right, not bad. Yeah. Any new music you've been peeping as of late?
Nothing off the top of my head, man. Nothing. There's a couple of new albums that came out that I need to check out, but yeah, nothing. Other than I can really think of, man. I mean, I'm just there's backlog I need to go back to, but yeah,
Same
nothing in particular other than I guess Makami. Pray for Haiti. I've been spinning a good bit, but other than that, there's a couple of other albums. Like I still haven't listened to the new Apathy album. Larry June dropped something. Still listening to Sky Zoo.
Sky Zoo's really good. The Larry June is really good. Actually, I really like that Sky Zoo. The Sky Zoo's really good.
So yeah, I'll probably end up doing that this weekend. We got another softball game Friday, so I'll be doing that. So
I see you, dog. Go ahead and throw it on while she's playing.
that's the plan.
Okay. But I finally listened to a couple of songs off the DMX album. Rest in peace. And the song called Hood Blues is pretty good.
I don't know. I only listened to the whatever the Griselda track was, and that was it.
Yeah. Hood. It's like Hood Blues.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really care for the rest, just skimming through it. So I don't know, but like posthumous albums like that, sometimes they can be okay, but there's definitely some stuff where it's just out of character. Where it's like, would Moneybagg Yo ever have been on the same song as DMX? Probably not. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that album was already finished before he died.
I mean, but that collab could have been put on there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
That
the
album
album's
released.
done.
The album released the week after he died.
I'm just saying that the collab could have been added after the fact.
Nah, bro.
You never know. But either
probably.
way, it's very uncharacteristic and sounds out of place, even if it was something that he gave the green light to or whatever. Just, But yeah, maybe one day I'll actually care to really give it a deep listen. But I wasn't pulled in after the first few skims. So.
Hey, I got a question. Is it weird, like seeing a white person listen to the song "Niggas in Paris"?
Anyway, so so what have I been up to?
I saw you in OBC this week.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been back on the grind, so I figured NOBC would be some good CBT practice, and I made a pretty decent run. I definitely could have did better. There was some mistakes here and there, but it was still good practice. Like, and this to me was like the one of the harder NLBCs I've been in because I felt like there wasn't no easy match. Like every single one of the matches was like hard. Like, so first round, I had no need to talk. I'm like, okay. Like round one, we just going in.
Okay.
I had like no need first round. And then I had safe second round. Brian F third round. And then after I got sent to losers against Brian, I had to fight Metro M to make top 8. And then I had Joey in top 8. Like, then I had to play Punk after. So I mean, like literally like no easy match. So but yeah, it was fun.
Man, it sounds like you about to get top 3. No,
I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good as far as like how I've been playing. I mean, there's definitely things I got to clean up a little bit, but for the most part, I'm feeling okay. Pools came out, like I said, the pool I'm in is like I could make it out, and it's just about playing well that day. I mean, I guess that's the key about CPT online. It's really just kind of, and I guess that's just tournaments in general. It's really just about how you are that day. So, I mean, if I'm on it, I could make a run, but we'll see. That'll be going on Saturday. But yeah, outside of that, what else? Oh, so E3 happened this week.
yeah,
I don't know if you were like tapped into any of the E3 news or anything.
Look, I didn't even know E3 was even happening. I am so tapped out of, of the internet world. It's not even funny. I have to get reconnected, dog. I gotta plug myself back in, bro. I did not know that E3 was this weekend. Or was this week?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I follow like games that hard anymore. I mean, like I did watch a few of the press conferences, a couple of them, and I mean, there wasn't really a lot of announcements for me because one, I mean, I don't have any next gen consoles right now, and there was no real fighting game news. I mean, outside of I guess Kazuya got announced for Smash. I guess if you want to count that, there's not really any big fighting game news going on this year. And the only other stuff I really cared for was like Nintendo stuff. I watched the Nintendo Direct, but a lot of the Nintendo Direct stuff wasn't like bangers. They were like, oh, all right, cool. They're re-releasing the Super Monkey Ball stuff. All right, cool. I mean, I dig that game. And they got a 2D Metroid coming out. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, that's cool. Yeah.
what?
Yeah. So there's like a 2D Metro. I forget what it's called now, but that got announced. And they showed.
I heard that they are remaking Advance Wars.
Yeah, but that kind of I don't really like the art style. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
saw a
lie.
picture. I saw a picture of it, and I was like, "What is this shit?"
And I would have been more excited if it was. I
It was
mean, I
like
get why.
claymation. It was like claymation.
I mean, it looks weird. I ain't gonna say it looks like claymation, but
It was like
it definitely
claymation.
looks weird.
I gotta find
Uh,
that picture.
and I would have been more excited if it was like Dual Strike or something like that. Because I mean, at this point, the first Advance Wars is pretty simplistic, and I think it's Advance Wars 1 and 2, but both of those games are pretty simplistic.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice if it was like Dual Strike or Days of Ruin instead. But I mean, I get it. And other than that, I mean, we got another Mario Party coming out later this year, and we got
Oh,
Mario
really?
Golf coming. Yeah,
I feel like that one just came out like maybe 2 years
I
ago.
mean, it did. This new one is supposed to be like a best of, where it takes a lot of the older games and the older boards, and it puts them together. Yeah, like kind of like a best of, like a greatest hits. So, I mean, I'll check it out. Man. My kids love Mario Party, so I definitely got to pick it up at that point.
Like,
But yeah, other than that, I don't really think there was anything else. Like Elden Ring, they showed that, which is supposed to be the next Souls game, but it's like, bro, I don't care. Everybody on Twitter is going crazy for it, and I'm like, I could not give two fucks.
yeah, like Souls games is like whatever. like, I feel like when I played Demon Souls back in like what 2009 or 10, it was just like eh. So like I didn't go crazy for Dark Souls or whatever that shit whenever that shit came out. So just like just wasn't for me.
I mean, it's a game, like a series that I would like to really put time into, but I just haven't found the time, or like I just never have had the want to like really dig deep and start playing them. But maybe eventually. Yeah. I get why they're so popular, so it's not like I'm like a hater or anything. It's just I don't really have any like reverence for the franchise like that. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if we got some fighting game stuff. Capcom had they had a segment, or they had like a public. Not, I guess it is a publisher showcase,
Yeah,
but
I recall.
yeah, I mean, it literally was just CPT stuff, which I thought that segment was cool. That they, because it's an opportunity to get to an audience that may not be familiar with, the competitive scene. But everybody obviously had their hopes up and was hoping for like, oh, is this where they're gonna show off Oro and Akira? And nope.
Actually, this would have been the best time to show it off too.
I mean, it would have been. I don't know, because at the
Is
end
it
of the day,
summer
it's
yet?
like DLC.
Is
So
it
it's
summer
like
yet?
if you, huh?
Is it summer yet?
I mean, Todd does a countdown on Twitter for when summer starts or when summer's over or whatever, I think. So I don't know.
Well, we're supposed to get 2 characters this summer, so
Yeah. I mean, they still got time. I mean, I don't know when they plan on doing it, but
uh,
who knows.
they are overdue. So
But yeah, some people were, in normal Capcom fashion, everybody gets their hopes up, and then they get their feelings hurt. So I did see a bunch of, bro, what? That's it? But at the same time, like I said, I think it was cool that they at least tried to let people know of the scene, because it's a good opportunity, a lot of people watch E3, or it appears to be that a lot of people still watch E3. I mean, from me being an outsider, or not an outsider, but like, from my opinion, I feel like the importance of E3 has lessened a lot over the years because there's just not a big central show anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the years of sitting there watching G4 for like fucking 8 hours a day to see all the demos and the press conferences and stuff like that. Like that shit just doesn't happen anymore. So I feel like
I definitely miss doing that.
uh, I mean, it was a time, but like I don't know if I miss it. I guess
I
because it was such
don't
a.
know.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. Like saying like so like when I used to live in Alaska, so obviously I had to wake up mad early in the morning, turn on G4, watch who go first. It would be like Microsoft and Sony and Ubisoft, and I don't know. To me back then it was hype, but now it's just eh. Like I'm like, all right, who's doing what today? Oh, okay, blah blah blah. I'll just go on my day. Like I don't know, it's just not as hype, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few reasons for that. Like, obviously, one is just there's just the amount of big AAA games. They just don't exist anymore. Like, years ago, it was normal to just have like a fucking E3 show with nothing but blockbuster AAA game, AAA game, AAA game, exclusive announcement. But just the direction that the industry's going now is just like it's just not like that anymore. Like people just there's not that many games coming out. People are more interested in creating like platforms, like you come out with a game and you just support it for years on.
Yeah.
And then, also we had both our next gen consoles already released, so it's not like you have big hardware stuff going on. So it's
No.
like it's things are definitely going to be a little bit more low key for like the next few years, and I mean, I don't even know if
I think people are just afraid to create that next AAA. I mean, we get like a lot of indie games and like games that come out that are low key that will catch on like years later as like people like, oh, when they finally play, it's like, oh man, this game's pretty good. Or it's like kind of like Rainbow, like kind of like how Rainbow Six has like this resurgence as of late, where I feel like everybody now is playing Rainbow Six Siege.
yeah, and I don't know if it's being afraid more. It's just like it's just expensive. It costs it takes a lot of man hours, a lot of
True.
money, a lot of resources, and the return on it is like questionable just because that's not the direction that most people go, right, like a lot of people care about these online experiences, stuff that they can come back to and play with their friends, like social games, more than these big 30, 40, 50 hour experiences or whatever, 20-hour experiences. So
I like my
it's just kind of
I like
so what
I like my 50-hour experience games.
they're nice to have, no doubt. But like like me personally, I don't really have time to do that anymore, right? Like I don't like there's sometimes where I will play like a game like that, but uh, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard to be like for me to find joy in like, all right, it is nice that sometimes to be like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna play this game until I finish it. Like I was grinding Final. I guess this doesn't really count because I play Final Fantasy 12 so much, but like, it's like my third time playing Final Fantasy 12. But like, it's fun going to that and being like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and grind this game and put a bunch of hours into it. But then at a certain point, I'd be like, all right, I'm good now. Like, I don't want to do that again for like another year or whatever. Like, I don't need to.
Do you ever just like you have like a ritual? Sometimes like when I buy like a new game or something, right? It's like a game I really want to play. Like for me, I'll make sure my whole room is like dark or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Got my drawers on. Oh, by the way, I just bought me some Fenty X Savage.
Oh, thanks for letting the audience know, man.
Hey man, yo, these boxers, boy, I'm telling you, once I'm pulling up on my butt cheeks and my balls, I'm definitely nutting. So
Okay,
I can't wait. But
so
yeah,
it
so like my ritual, right? I definitely like to dim the lights or whatever with my Fenty X Savage on. Hey, Rihanna, sponsor our podcast, please. And yeah, man, I like to just sit down and just enjoy the experience, sitting in a room by myself, playing the game. Like, you ever do anything like that? Just like,
nah, because I can't play games in like peace like that anymore. So there's literally no ritual like that anymore. Like if it was like when I was younger, maybe like, oh, I got this game. I'm about to go get some snacks. I'm gonna sit down and play this for like 6 hours or whatever. But like the way my life is now, I can't get any privacy to like enjoy anything like that for a extended period of time. So it's just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna play this when I can.
I got
And
I got the perfect thing for you.
what?
Tranquilizers. Go ahead and
I see you trying to get DHR to pay a visit over to my house.
or just give them some Benadryl. You know what I'm saying? Just throw some Benadryl in their cereal.
Nah, it's the melatonin, man. You already fucked up. You see, you clearly you don't know the tech here.
I mean, I got melatonin here. You want me to ship it to you, bro?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. I got that too. I got coke. I got weed. I got everything you need. Like, what up?
All right, let's move into the fighting game shit because I feel like we're bullshitting enough. But this is probably going to be a pretty short episode, which is why I did a bunch of bullshitting anyway. So, yeah. So this past weekend we had CPT Europe West, and you know, I was doing a little shit talk. Well, I wasn't really shit talking. I guess I was kind of maybe downplaying a little bit of like how this is going to be because the number of entrants were low. Like I want to say when we looked at it, it was like what 60. It may be less than that because the actual Smash GG showed 49 entrants, which has to be one of the lower, uh, participants for number of participants for one of these CBT events. But despite having low entrants, it was still a pretty good tournament. Did you end up checking it out?
Yeah, I ended up checking out top 8. I just want to let you know you owe Ryan Hart an apology.
Yeah. I mean, I said, Ryan is definitely one of those dudes where he might show up and make some upsets or whatever. And I don't know if I would say he made upsets. He beat people who I would expect him to beat, but he still put in work. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But I guess we can get into the results. So, so for top 8, you had Fasa with Urian, the V Trigger 2 Urian. You had Hiriko with, I believe that's the Colleen. I want to say that's who it was.
No, I think he was playing. Because I think it was Poison and oh my god.
While you're looking this up, I'm going to confirm it.
Poison and Ibuki. Poison.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So I'll take your word for it. Then we had Akram. Was that the?
That was a Colleen and a Lucia.
Okay, that's right. Okay. Then you had MG. That was 5th. Akram was MDZ Jimmy. The Ryu specialist, tied for 5th as well.
Well, he got washed by our boy in 4th place. Oh my god,
Escudo.
Yeah.
So we had Escudo playing Alex. He's actually entered some salt mines before, and I've seen him put in work a few times. So, kind of, I didn't recognize him when we were looking at the names, but then when he played, I was like, oh yeah, I remember him before. So Escudo got 4th with Alex. Ryan Hart. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could do the F word Ryan thing.
Oh
I can't roll my R's, so I can't do it. But Ryan Hart with we only saw him play Sagat and Urian, which I think that's all he's mainly been playing. But
yeah, he looked like so in the first set when he played against Mome, because he ended up beating Mome. What was it, 3-1?
Probably 3-1. Yeah,
like 3-1, and this guy was looking on point. Those card DPs. I don't think like Momi maybe got like what, maybe 1 dive kick on him, maybe 2.
but he definitely was getting. He looked frustrated. Like I joke with Spriggan in one of our group chats. It looked like he never fought a character with a fireball before because he was just getting hit by stray fireballs in neutral, just really predictable jumps where like Ryan was just anti-airing it consistently. He looked lost in the sauce for a minute,
Yeah,
but
you actually saw like the Camineers coming to play when he tried to do EX drill, and then obviously can't EX drill no more, right? At least not
or it's
like
harder, yeah.
yeah, it's harder. So like yeah, he just looked really really frustrated in that first set against Reinhardt when they played in so winter semis.
Yeah. But in the run back though, the part that
Whew.
killed me the most was it came down to last game. My man went back to character select and picked Nash. And in my mind, I mean, like I heard he played Nash at one point, but I'm like, yo, this motherfucker really brought out a pocket Nash. And I get it because on paper, Nash Sagat is kind of hard for Sagat because he takes Sagat out of his element. You know, he wants to throw fireballs, and you can against Nash. You know, like he's just gonna V skill. And once he has V skill, it's like fighting Jury when she has or I guess once he has V trigger. It's like fighting Jury when she has V skill. Like you just can't throw a fireball. Like he literally just react to any fireball with V trigger and punish. So yeah, he ended up beating him though, but it was close. Like I think Ryan could have beat him, but Momi ended up
Man,
taking it. It was like last game, last round, but the pocket Nash pick ended up working out, you know?
yeah.
And he ended up going to grand finals to fight Takamura. And I don't remember what the score was. But oh, it was 3-0 apparently, yeah. But
It was a wash.
yeah, Takamura pretty much bodied everybody he played. Like he looked like he was in the driver's seat and didn't really look like he got took out his element except for maybe a couple times against Ryan when they played. But Ryan just wasn't consistently enough to, wasn't able to just like keep him out,
Yeah.
Like Takamura just made such good adjustments. Like, what was it against Jimmy? He had that one read where he almost had Jimmy stunned and he did V shift on his wake up to bait the DP and punished him. I'm like, bruh, you got red there. Like, well, my man did V shift on your wake up. He could have just blocked the DP. You know what I'm saying? But he had to send a message.
Like, look, I know you're gonna do this.
I'm like, man.
Now, Takamura looked very strong the whole weekend. But I want to say, I think the MVP for me was definitely Escudo.
Yeah.
Man, that losers run was pretty sick.
His match with Fossil was probably one of my favorite ones
Yeah.
because at first Fossil was cooking him, but he turned. Look, I don't know how many times my man got crush countered by Lariat.
Oh my god, I felt it too. Like I was like, yo, he's about to have an Alex game right here.
It was the classic slobber knocker. That's what they call EU Street Fighter right there. When it look like they not trying to play neutral and they swinging at each other and people just getting hit. That's what.
Well,
It looked
Fossil was
like.
just swinging. Fossil was just swinging like for like down. Was it? I think they changed the command for that, right?
You talking about coral kick?
Yeah, he just kept
It's
doing.
like down forward heavy kick or something. But
Yeah, but just watching him do that the whole time, I was like, bro. And
he's
then,
big on coral kick.
Oh, I can tell.
Maybe that's just because his reliance on V trigger 2. He's just so used to using that button so much. Whereas like most Urians don't. I mean, I could probably think of in the times I play Urians, I could probably think of only a couple times Urians actually use coral kick. But yeah, my man definitely be tossing it out. So yeah, overall it was a good event, This weekend though, we got CBT Midwest. So that's gonna be crazy, I think. It's gonna probably be one of the better ones because like looking at all the pools, outside of like maybe one pool, for the most part, I feel like every pool has like a couple killers where you're gonna be like, okay, if not a couple, more than a couple killers, where there's gonna be some upsets. But I feel like the favorites going in, which we kind of already know would be like Rob, Brian. I think Chakotay's in pool one. Who else?
Joey.
Yeah, Joey. Joey would be another one that you'd expect to do pretty well.
Just a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You safe.
Hey, look. Yeah, Safe's yeah, he's in there too. I randomly saw GLB entered, which people might not know. You know what I'm saying? People might not know. GLB was the Ryu legend in season 1. And yeah, I don't know I don't know if he's been practicing, you know what I'm saying? Cuz he's kind of secretive, you know what I'm saying? You never know with GLB.
Yeah.
But any of the, as he calls them, the GL believers, you know, maybe
Jesus.
wait, maybe you know, so if y'all looking out for him,
Oh
he
my
could
god.
he could cook. You know, it really depends. You know, Reed's doing pretty good this season. And this dude's been like a Shoto specialist since Street Fighter 4. So I mean, I've known him for a while. But he's in my pool along with Stack Bradford, and I'm trying to remember who else was in my pool. Dat Vip and DDM and Stack Bradford.
DDM.
So
Oh Jesus.
so yeah, there's a few people in there, but we'll see. You know, really it comes down to, like I was saying, you know, it comes down to how you playing on that day. So
Now,
if
who's
we
in my
can
pool?
in your pool. Oh, it's funny because you didn't enter.
Yeah. Hey, Capcom, can we just open up the registrations for
Uh
everything so I just won't forget about the date?
I mean, I told you when to enter, man.
I totally forgot.
See what I'm saying?
Well, that's okay. I'm about to be in Florida for a while. Guess I'm about to play in CPT East.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm joking? I'm about to find
We'll
me.
see.
I'm about to find me a gaming bar and play there.
We'll see.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess the other thing would be I was trying to look for a list of people who qualify for Intel because that finished up this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't find it, and I was like, "There's a actual wrap up show that puts all that up, so you can, if any of you people are interested, I could point you to that." But yeah, I wasn't able to come up with a complete list of everybody that qualified. But there's some for the last week. So the West Coast tournament was the actual final one, US West,
Yeah.
and I only watched a little bit of the losers run. So apparently, so Mario qualified in losers this time, but he had like a crazy run. Apparently, he got put in losers second round and had like 10 other matches he had to play from that point, and he still qualified. I think he ended up beating Chris T, who he had lost to on sets 10-0, which was the
What?
first time. Yeah, so this was the first time anybody got skunked on sets. Um, it was Chris T versus Luigi, and this is a match that both of them agreed was pretty bad for Ken. But I mean, it got a little bit better with the buffs that Ken got.
Yeah.
You know, being able to DP Sonic Booms a little bit easier. Guile being easier to whiff punch in general, and some of the V Trigger 2 buffs. So it got a little bit easier, but nobody expected it to be 10-0. I think that set was just, he had the read. It was one of them days where you just knew what he wanted to do. You know, I don't think that's indicative of how the matchup really goes. And Luigi beating him this time just probably showed that. You know what I mean? Still a hard matchup, but it was just his day. You know. But yeah,
Absolutely.
he ended up having to beat Commander Jesse and losers to make it out, and it was a heartbreaker, man. Because I think Jesse he was on that Joey path where, like, you know, Joey would keep getting close and close and lose. And I think that's what happened with Commander Jesse. Like, he had got, I want to say, like, fifth one time. The next time he got fourth. The next time he got third. Well, I guess technically the final time was third. But yeah, he just couldn't get it, man.
It's tough out here, man. Trying to represent your country.
I feel like there's been a lot of drama with like how some of these people have had to qualify. And it's unfortunate that they haven't live streamed any of this because or like, not that they haven't, there just haven't been a lot of player streaming that runs either. mean, sometimes they do, but like I was watching Metro play the final one, and he had this match with Shine that was like another heartbreaker, right? And they didn't talk about this on the show, but Metro had to play Shine. It was last game, last round. Metro had full meter. They were down to like 10 seconds. He had the life lead. And he starts trying to like chip his life down a little bit more. Chip Shine's health down a little bit more. So he does EX Sky High Claw. He jumps back again. And it's 2 seconds left. Shine just does V Trigger 2. And Metro just happens to jump back at the time, gets clipped by the kunai or by the shuriken, and it does enough damage to get Shine the lead, and he wins. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what I would have done. And Metro just slammed the controller down, and I'm like, bro, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the situations where, like, man, like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. There's like, in retrospect, there was better ways he could have timer scammed than trying to do EX Sky High Claw and keep jumping away. You really should have just done EX Flying Barcelona, because that definitely takes more time away and lets you get like further away. But man, yeah, there's been a lot of like crazy weird runs. Like, you know, I remember I think in East 2, iDrop just cooked. Like, you got all the way to winners. Like, I don't even know. Like, iDrop didn't even enter anymore after that, I think. And that may have been the only one he
qualified,
entered.
right?
No.
Oh.
He made it to winners finals and lost to Brian. And then he lost to or maybe it wasn't Brian. I think it might have been it was either Brian or Rob. He lost to one of them because they both of them qualified on the same one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he had a pretty good run too. And he's like beating good people. Yeah, No Need, Mandrake. I forgot who else he played on that one, but you know, they were tough matches. So, but yeah, a lot of that just didn't really get shown because the show that they Tyrant and Logan Sama do a show, but most of the time they're just kind of focusing on like I feel like the qualification matches. So a lot of these crazy matches like that just don't really get shown. And there's too many matches for them to really, I get it. It's too many matches for them to really, dig deep into some of these, but would have been nice if some of this stuff, got streamed. So,
and like I know, like during like the show, the show highlights of whoever's playing. I think in the show, right? Because I think they show Hurricane. Then they show like Hurricane playing against someone, and he lost. I forgot who it was, but yeah, that's why I wear the tracksuits.
Oh yeah, there was a couple times where some of the clips the other person wasn't wearing a tracksuit.
Oh really?
Yeah, it is what it is.
I would have been like, hey, you gotta DQ this person,
bro. The person usually who didn't have the tracksuit on lost, so it didn't even really matter at that point. But yeah, so until the open quals are over, closed qualification or closed qualifiers start up on Monday, June 28th. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it for now for that. And I guess the only other thing I'll like briefly touch on is Topanga started up, which if you're not familiar with, Topanga series is usually these group it's like a group tournament. They end up putting a bunch of players in groups. They play round robin, and usually I think it's either 2 or 3 people out of each group qualify and go to a final group stage, and then they still play groups there too. But the best score wins. So let me see what we got for players so far. In Group A, we got Higuchi the Guile. Did a lot of work during Intel the past couple weeks. Pagera with Balrog. Also have been cooking in this tournament. I've seen some clips of him, and people think he's one of the reasons why Japan rates boxers so high.
Yeah.
He plays in a unique way where he pretty much is always charging tap. So he plays V Skill 2. I think it's V Skill 2 V Trigger 1. But he's really good about DPing jumps. And one of the buffs that Balrog got is you can cancel DP into V-Skill 2. So
I remember that buff.
yeah, so he's very active in like anti-airing and trying to keep V-Skill 2 charge and just whiff punishing or just doing V-Skill 2 dash rates in neutral. And then he keeps tap for when he needs to throw an invincible option. Um, so yeah, it's weird. Like I've never seen any Balrog player play like that. But to be able to play neutral and give up, like just be willing to forfeit 2 buttons the entire time, kind of weird. But it works for him. Like he's cooking. Yeah. They also have Mago in Group A. Yoshibiki is I think a Warlord Kami. Fujimura playing Kami as well. Moke playing Rashid. Nauman, they got Sakura and Ken. I haven't seen him play Ken lately, but I guess it would make sense because he played Ken, I want to say in season 1 and 2, and he switched to Sakura when she came out. And YHC Mochi with Dawson, who actually has the worst record in his group right now.
I feel like he's always like a pick to be Topanga.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the strongest players in Japan. But yeah,
I would love to see him. I'll love to see him more at events. I know he does like a lot of the like online events at times. Even well, I guess during the arcade days, he would definitely go to the arcade for like the Topanga stuff as well. But I definitely like to see him come stateside one day. For Street Fighter 5 before it definitely ends.
I don't think I've ever seen him travel overseas, but he showed up to Japan Cup. So I've seen him on stream a couple times at like Evo Japan and Japan Cup, but yeah, he just never traveled overseas.
Let's go get the GoFundMe started.
Oh, you know, people used to do the what was it?
The Reddit.
They would do Reddit stuff, or they would do before that, you know, they had the RCappa. But I feel like everybody's kind of distanced themselves from RCappa at this point.
Who?
For good reason, but
oh yeah, obviously.
So for Group B, we got Gachikun with Rashid, Mizuha with Colleen, Sako, who's I think only played Manat so far, but obviously plays a couple other characters. Dogura playing Bison, Bonchan with Karen and Nash, Daigo with Guile, Machabo, who is switched over to Cammy, which makes sense. I mean, I don't blame him. And Momochi, who they have now with Seth, Ken, and Ryu. And
that's not bad. So that's not a bad roster to have.
Yeah, no, it's like pretty. Yeah, I think that's like. I mean, that's got the heavy hitters so far compared to like Group A has a couple veterans. Like not really a couple. I guess it was really just Maga. And I guess if you want to consider Mochi. But like, yeah, this has the old men. You got Sako, Dogura, Bonchan, Daigo, and Mochi.
Who's Sako been playing again?
Manat.
Oh, okay, makes sense. There's no reason to play Rose.
Yeah, nobody really seen him pick Rose in this yet. But who knows? You know, I don't think now looking at that group though, none of those matchups are favorable for not Manat, but Rose. So I don't see any scenario outside of Guile. But like maybe Guile's like okay for Rose, but the rest of them are all kind of body bags for actually not Manat. Rose Colleen is probably not that bad. But
buff Rose.
She'll get some buffs, but she ain't gonna be she's not gonna be crazy. That
character needs help.
I think she's okay. I don't think she needs much. Like maybe slight things to quality of life stuff, but
I saw for me, I think I will definitely change some things on her anti-air.
I think that's fine, other than like you maybe need to make the DP hitbox maybe match the scarf a little bit more.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like I don't think she needs a Sagat last second anti-air DP. Like I don't think you really need that. You know. But there's some things like they could tune up, but she's definitely gonna get some buffs in the next big patch.
Coming
soon. So what?
It's like coming soon.
Yeah, whenever that happens. And the follow group is Group C, which is Takedo, who is only been playing Urian. Itabashi Zangief playing Abigail Zangief, Nishikin playing Blanca, Kawano with Colleen, Fudo with Poison Birdie, Zabeth with Falk. I'm not familiar with him. Ryusei with Urian, and Kichipamu with Abigail Zangief. So right now Takedo's in the lead, but he's been cooking. I mean, I feel like anytime I watch Takedo, he's been cooking. But yeah, I was watching him play sets this morning with Crusher. And Crusher did okay at first. I mean, Takedo still won the set, but he was doing okay. And the next set, he just cooked him. Just like that. I mean, that looks like Takedo. I don't know, man. He has like a very interesting way of how he plays
Urian.
How he plays Urian. Like even the people who've been playing Urian that long, I just don't see him play the same way. Like when he has Aegis, it's almost like a lot of times he's not even looking for EX tackle in the Aegis. He just is either counter hitting into a button in the Aegis, like so he goes for a lot of counter hit crouch medium kick or counter hit crouch medium punch in the Aegis.
Yeah.
And then he just like does basic mix. He's like he's not even doing these crazy left rights. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna hit you, and then I'll put the mirror in front of you, and I'm gonna throw you or not throw you. And that's the mix, like, and it works. I mean, pretty effective. That shows you like you don't need a bunch of this old fancy and one shit. You literally can do basic stuff and have fundamentals and cook with them. But that's still going on, and it looks like they're playing up until let's see, Saturday. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Sunday, June 20th is group stage ABC block final qualifier, and then the finals start in July. So July 5th, 6th, and 7th. So got a few more. I guess. Actually, hold on. This is the final week. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, this is the so they play again tomorrow and then Saturday. Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
So I can actually peep some of that.
I could probably watch it when I'm playing.
Oh, look at you flexing. Oh, I'm on the plane,
Well, actually, first of all, who wants to go to Florida? I'm actually extremely sad that I have to go to Florida for like a month and a half.
I'm on the plane. Saying I'm in first class, unlike you bum ass niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So they definitely have me flying Delta, which I fucking hate.
Delta's not bad.
I ain't trying to fly on Delta to like Florida.
I mean,
put me on Southwest. I'm a
Delta's better than Southwest. What are you talking about,
bro? Look, I'm an A-lister, like a premier A-lister on Southwest, bro. Put me on Southwest.
I see you flexing again.
I know that's me flexing now. Well, I can't wait till Southwest gets more international flights because nigga, oh boy. So, I got the other plane first.
Oh, okay. I don't even pay for any of that extra shit. I only fly Southwest when I'm literally trying to find the cheapest rate and not feel and make sure I can make it there. Because I could fly Spirit and Frontier, but nigga, obviously I want to get to where I'm going. So
no. So the reason I don't pay for it. So the reason how I got it was because I flew so much last year.
Okay. Another humble flex.
I flew a lot last year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my arm is bulging right now.
I see.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm sounding like King Kniff right now.
Oh my god, I'm about to hit the gym after this. But yeah, so that's the reason why I got it. So I don't want to go to Florida, the worst place in the world.
I could think of worse places, but
what?
Oh, you asked what?
Yeah, what place?
Ohio.
Yeah, you have a point. You might have a point.
Let's see. But all right. Yeah, I didn't really have anything else to bring up there was like a bunch of drama on Twitter about Smash dudes calling Kazuya a Shoto, but do I really want to talk about that?
Huh?
Yeah, you must have missed this.
I told you I've been tapped in, dog, and now I don't want to get. I don't want to get tapped in. I don't.
Yeah, there was literally a day worth of arguments on Twitter because some Smash. It was actually Hungrybox, I think, was calling Kazuya a Shoto because in his eyes, any fighter that was in a Smash game, like a traditional like 2D or like fighting game character, was a Shoto.
Huh?
Yeah. But it
So
did make me question because I was like, is
so
Terry a Shoto when you think about it?
I was about to say that. Like, is Terry a Shoto?
I mean, in my opinion, Terry's a
No.
Shoto.
Huh?
Does
How?
he not have a DP? He has a DP.
No, he has a flash kick.
It's the same thing. It's an invincible reversal and an anti-air. Okay. So he has that. He has a
No, no,
fireball.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
he has
no,
a
no.
fireball. Does he
No,
not have a
no, no,
fireball?
no, 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 no,
Hold on, hold on,
no.
hold on. Hold on.
Hold on,
Follow
hold
me.
on.
Follow me here.
No, no, no. Time out. Now, when we talk about Shotos in Street Fighter, right? We think of Ken, Ryu, Sakura, Sagat, right?
Kage, Akuma.
Kage, Akuma. I think of them as Shotos because they have a fireball.
Uh-huh.
They have a dragon. They have a dragon motion input, a Shoryuken input.
I
Like,
mean, it's still uppercut.
yeah, like so.
Is Sean? I mean, it wasn't Sean's DP like a charge move.
No,
It, Didn't he have a charge move?
no. It's just do DP.
Bro, I swear there's a Shoto that has a charge move.
You're thinking, fuck.
Oh no, I'm thinking. Okay, Oro's uppercut looked kind of similar, and then that's a charge. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. So I'm not crazy then. All right, cool. Right, and then so is Guile a Shoto?
He doesn't have a Tatsu, so I'm gonna say no.
Neither does Terry.
Terry has crack kick, which might as well be a Tatsu. It might as well be. Does
No.
Terry not have a forward advancing, like almost like solar plexus, like Ryu?
Come on,
I'm
it's
just
like
saying. FGC, wake up.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Oh my god, get off that loud. You're smoking, bro.
Yeah, there was a whole thing, and I missed most of it, but I kept seeing it referenced on my timeline. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm like, why is this even an argument? Why are you even mad at these people for miscategorizing characters? Like, it's not even that. But you know what's gonna be funny though is when Smash dudes got to learn how to wave dash and do electrics. That's gonna be funny.
Let me go ahead. You know what? I have a Switch and I have yet to fucking buy Smash, which is wild.
I probably want to get it because I think my kids will like it, but I just haven't bought it yet. Probably next time I see it go on sale, which I mean, they only ever take $10 off of fucking Nintendo games, so that's about as cheap as it's ever gonna get. So next time I see it on sale, I might pick it up. I just hope they come out with like or maybe the thing I might be waiting on is like eventually they got to come out with an ultimate version of the game with all the DLC, right? Like they got to. I'm like, I would like to get all the character. I don't want to buy it and then I still gotta pay for all the character passes and shit.
You're talking about to drop like 200, maybe more on that.
There's like 3 character packs at this point, right? Like I'm pretty sure they're at their third one. I mean,
they have the golden pack for like rabbits, like the Ubisoft game. But I guess I don't know. Yeah, the Mario rabbits game.
Not looking forward to dropping all that money.
Well, I think other than that, I think we're done, right?
Yeah, I didn't really have anything else. Yeah, so since CBT was this weekend, I didn't really have time to and I didn't want to have like a conflict of interest with the person that I was gonna bring on. So
you gonna bring someone on?
Yeah, well, I got a plan for next week. Let's just say that. So, but
Okay.
yeah, I plan to have somebody on next week. Um, so we'll probably it is somebody who is in CBT Midwest, so we'll probably be talking about that.
Is it
But
Brian
yeah,
F?
be on the lookout for that. Look, I didn't say who. No, it's a surprise, motherfucker.
Wow.
Well,
All right, I might get on my trip. So I can.
so it'll be a surprise. Be on the lookout for that next week.
Okay.
But yeah, Tim, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at 4HTim. I'm trying to get tapped in back right now. I got my Twitter up, so I'm looking for new followers. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at 4HTim. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/4H_Tim. Where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me on Twitter at Boombox Hero, on Twitch at twitch.tv/Magnegro with a 0 at the end instead of O, and on YouTube at youtube.com/C/Magnegro. Guys are listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever you're checking it on. Please take a second and give us a 5-star. It helps to get the show seen. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please be sure to like the video, like it, dislike it, whatever. Do something to it. Comment. It helps to get the show out there, and we greatly appreciate it. So, but yeah, that's all I got. So we'll be back next week and be talking about the aftermath from CPT with somebody else. So y'all be on the lookout for that. So outside of that, y'all take it easy. Peace.
Easy.